There are certain videos on this platform that have this genuinely impressive ability to make you recoil in disgust, to make you physically react. And I have such a video today. Gabbie Hanna has been a creator on this platform since the Dark Ages? The Stone Ages? One of the three. The point is, she's been around the block, our Gabbie. And it seems, after creating on this platform for, centuries, it gets to a point where you just lose all sort of integrity and you feel like you're some criminal mastermind and you can just lie through your teeth to your adoring fan base and they'll still back you up because of the influence you have over them. Now, the way people use this influence varies to many different degrees, and it seems Gabbie Hanna pushes this in a massive way. She has been all over the place recently, upsetting just about anyone that exists on Earth, in the world. But it's your world.
It's your world.
Still obsessed with Doctor Who, by the way. Watch series 11 and 12 again. I have a newfound appreciation for it, but what the hell? What kind of revelations did they conjure up at the end of season 12? That has got to be destroying the entire story of Doctor Who since the very beginning, but we'll talk about that another day.
What have you done to him?
Still love the show immensely. Not so much the last two series, but as I say, another day. So, today we're going to be looking at specifically this beef. Who's got the beef? Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
I don't know.
Hump day.
Between Gabbie Hanna and Jessie Smiles and her response to it and this whole sordid, disgusting pile of garbage. So, join me, my friends. Let's go dumpster diving in the bowels of YouTube. Wow, that's a lovely image. Okay, let's begin. Also, hi, it's me, Physic. Do you remember me? I'm the one with the face, the guy who does the you're watching it. These things, videos, I think they're called. So if you enjoyed today's video, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. I'm hoping to be getting back to some sort of regular uploading. I know I keep saying that, but then life keeps getting in the way. So, before we tuck into the main juicy morsels of the day, can I please show you something breathtaking, spiritual, enlightening, transcending time and space? This is the ultimate poem. It makes men and women weep. Are you getting how amazing this is yet? Woo-wee! It's a good one. Okay, right, let's ready ourselves. So, Gabbie Hanna created this masterpiece titled Adultolescence. Get it? Cause adults, it's like adolescence for adults. What? So, good start. And there was a bit of a backlash from her online, having a problem with people's criticism. So she decided to make her first, written piece of work about mental health and abuse and, all these deep and dark topics. So I thought, okay, let's hope it's approached in a useful way. It's a book of poems, essentially, written and illustrated by Gabbie Hanna. First, I just want to say, simply creating a book like this, fair play. It's not a small feat. This is an impressive thing to do, especially doing writing it yourself and doing the illustrations. This poem is called Recess. Ooh. Jacob and Emily sitting in a tree. Kissing. First came love, then came marriage, then came a stale and empty life. What? Then came a stale and empty life as a result of the societal pressures to wed, which led to a semi-public affair and a severe case of alcoholism mixed with mental illness, followed by a grueling 2-year divorce that damaged the kids emotionally and left everyone without a sense of direction or self-worth. What is this piece saying? What is the point? What comments are you making on any of these topics? Or did you just want to write about... It's like if you're writing about depression and all you really say is, there was this guy and he's really sad all the time because he's got depression and he's fed up and... Wow, what are you saying though? You can't just say stuff. There's no meaning to any of this. It's just... What is the point of this poem? And what does recess have to do with it? You started it off with this nursery rhyme, Kissing, kids sort of thing. You could have done that in such an interesting way, but no, you have the normal stuff, and then just... then came love, then came marriage, then came a stale and empty life, and it was all bad. Yeah, these things are bad. What are you saying about them, though? What's your commentary on this? Just, hey, alcoholism, failing marriage, mental illness, divorce, grueling divorce nonetheless, and damage the kids emotionally.
Stop it, Jimmy!
Because that's what happens when there's divorce, and so, whatever, let's all just give up. Right, that's just one poem though. I bet they're not all like that, so let's take a look at another one. But by the way, I don't have the book, I'm just having to look on Google Images for people that have put them up there. This one's titled Wasted. Ooh, it's a good start. I'm way more fun drunk, not in like a I'm really fun when I'm drunk kind of way, but more in like a you need to be drunk in order to have fun around me kind of way. I thought this was a book of poems. Yeah, it's like, I see what you did there. You turned the sentence around, and, woohoo, what a statement. Ooh, alcohol. Shut the hell up. What is this? For God's sake. I don't really even know what to say myself, because this isn't anything. This is a Twitter post. This is a bad, stupid Twitter post that you just ignore, or you say like, because it's like, oh, that's what I'm like when I'm drunk. That's only two. It's only two poems. I'm sure they're not all like this. Let's take a look at another one. This one's called OCD. Ooh, okay. Ooh, OCD, prevalent. It's a big thing. A lot of people are affected by it. It can really dramatically alter a person's life. So, I'm not the best at organising thoughts, but no one's better at organising pots. I'm ineffective at handling stress, but I'm an expert at handling mess. Life is kinda tough to handle, but it's a breeze to dust a mantle. Oh. The fear of losing control is mighty, but at least your closet's neat and tidy. Again, what are you trying to say with this piece? It's just sort of comments, very, very basic comments about OCD. At least this one is a poem, like an actual poem, with a rhyming scheme and whatnot. And I'm not saying poems have to rhyme, obviously they don't. But it was only the other day I was reading this beautiful piece. Let me find it. Right, here is a bloody poem, mate. This is by Dylan Thomas, and it is excellent. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way, do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Ooh, shivers. That's what you should get after reading a poem, not hatred. and disgust, vile disgust. Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas is a beautiful poem, essentially about death, but it's more about not accepting death. You know, death can't be avoided. It's not about trying to avoid death, but it is about challenging death. It's about not accepting death in a passive way. You know, Dylan Thomas struggled with breathing problems for a very young age, and then he also had to deal with the death of his father, which is what's referenced in the last lines of the poem. It's about living your life before those last moments. So there is a deep meaning behind the poem. It comes from a very personal place, and I'm not getting that with Gabbie Hanna's work. I'm just not, because it's not good. It's really not good. And the fact is, YouTubers, this is a very big point, YouTubers seem to think that once they gain enough viewers or subscribers, that they're just suddenly good at everything. Why is it that they do this? Like Rice Gum or Jake Paul making these hip-hop tracks that are utter garbage, and they think they're brilliant. They think they're fantastic, and it's so frustrating because most of these people have very young viewers that are very attached to them and will just praise whatever they do no matter what, even if it's utter tosh, which is what is happening with Gabbie Hanna's work. Sorry, I don't want to be harsh about it, but it's bad. Moving on. So, the beef between Jessie Hanna and Gabbie Smiles. Yes, that's their names. I did it right. I did it right. I can speak words. Wicked. Newfound skill. 10 points. Level up. Gabbie Hanna and Jessie Smiles. Their beef has been going on for a really long time now. It all started in 2014. The two had been friends until Jessie filed a lawsuit against her own boyfriend at the time, Curtis Lepore, which is the guy who most of this beef is about, for assault. For SA. Gabbie continued to associate with Curtis and his friends afterwards. When confronted about still seeing his friends, Gabbie reportedly told Jessie, Curtis's friends didn't you, which she apparently doesn't recall saying. Yeah, we'll be getting a lot of that sort of stuff with Gabbie Hanna. 6 years later, in November 2019, Gabbie responded to a tweet from a fan, Deanime, real name Deanna, which mulled over the fact that Gabbie sided with her friends. Gabbie DM'd Deanna, saying she didn't believe the allegations and needed proof, and Deanna decided to send the conversation to Jessie, giving her permission to discuss it in a video. By the way, trigger warning, there's going to be stuff involving some pretty serious topics in this video. Just a warning.
And why'd you pick up to him?
I didn't have the number saved. That's the first situation, was a FaceTime call.
Right. So, you know, this is what I was saying before about how I can't believe these YouTubers think that they're being good at lying, like they're some criminal mastermind. It's insane. Like this, it's very obvious that this is just plainly a lie. Well, why did you pick up to him? Well, I didn't have the number saved. Blah, 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 blah. Well, okay. Yeah, if you pick up, then you put the phone down immediately, knowing that this is a horrific scumbag. What are you talking about? I didn't have the number saved, so I picked it up and had a full conversation and met up with him a few times. What?
The second situation was when we were at an event and you tried to take a selfie with me, and I was like, no, that's not happening.
So, as we can see in this video, you took the selfie with him. That definitely happened, and it totally looks like you're pretty close. You know, oh god, you can't just say that when that's not what happened. It's not like that's never going to be discovered. Obviously, people are going to work out very quickly that you have a selfie with this guy. It's such... it makes... And I feel so sorry for Jessie Smiles, because she's being lied to in such a simple way. She must be thinking, because I've felt like this with things before, I feel like they just think I'm a complete idiot to not see what they're saying is being a lie. So essentially, the issue here is that Gabbie Hanna is being far too close with Lepore, who is convicted of felony assault, and Smiles has accused him of the thing I can't say, which I'm sure you understand what it is. And it's about Gabbie Hanna, after hearing these allegations, then continued to have a relationship, not a, you know, like a friendship with this person, and was getting too close to him after knowing this disgusting, horrific information. If I was in Jessie Smiles' position, I would feel horrible about this. And Gabbie Hanna lies through her teeth, saying things like, well, I was just trying to defend you, that's why I was talking to him, I was trying to catch him out and trying to catch out his lies. What kind of insane, pathetic argument is that? It's horrific. Now, this conversation, both of them consented to it being recorded. I don't think Jessie Smiles ever wanted to upload it until things started, cascading out of control.
I think I was at Lele's, and then he showed up, and I was like, oh, no. He tried to talk to me and pull me aside.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's a completely different situation. That's literally months and months later.
You were at a place with his friends. He showed up and pulled you to the side. I said that.
You hung out with Curtis's friend. Curtis was there, pulled you to the side.
I said that.
So, again, straight away, catching her out very obviously about her lies. And you can just hear the way she's talking back to her. She's not trying in any way to be honest. It's just any quick way of lying she can do it. It's horrible when people do this sort of thing. I've had to deal with it before. It's a terrible, terrible situation to be in.
And that adds the way that it all went down. I also didn't hang out with his friends.
You admitted to it.
People who knew Curtis.
What do you mean people that knew Curtis? What? That's essentially exactly the same thing. It's semantics, just using semantics to trick someone, essentially. That's the kind of sleazy word I want to use here.
We all lived in the same building.
Yes, and he showed up and pulled you to the
And
side.
guess what? I am allowed to have friends. I'm allowed to collaborate.
What kind of comment is that? This is what I mean by she's just twisting words and twisting what she's saying to get out of it. She's not saying that you're not allowed to have friends. Obviously not. She's saying that you shouldn't be friends with this disgusting, horrible pervert. Like, oh my god. My god. This is what I was saying at the start about how some videos you can watch and be so frustrated and just have these horrible physical reactions to it.
I can't cut everybody out of my life.
Who is saying you need to do that? My god!
I didn't even know you spoke to him all these times. I'm finding out now, and honestly, I'm frankly disgusted. So I didn't even know all of this. I didn't know you took it.
Talking about you're disgusted. I literally just told you about this.
Don't tell me what am I talking about. I just had a...
You can't react like that when, this is someone who was horribly, horribly mistreated. I'm trying to use the right word so I don't get demonetized. Horribly, horribly mistreated, but I think we know what happened here and why I can't use these words. She is well within her rights to be disgusted that you would continue speaking to him and spending time with him. And you can't just lie and skirt yourself around it. You can't do that, my god.
Yeah, so he told me the story, and then I told him.
Why would you listen to him? Why would you listen to him? Like, really? Why would you, even...
I was getting ready to defend you.
I was getting ready to defend you. What does that even mean? Either you defend her or you don't. I was getting ready to defend you. Shut up. That is such a blatant lie. A despicable lie as well. You're just lying to your friend about this scumbag that mistreated her, suggesting you're trying to defend her, which she and everyone on the planet clearly knows you weren't trying to do. My god.
I deadass was waiting for him to lie. And
What? Whoa, hey, what? What? I was waiting for him to lie. What insanity is that? That's so ridiculous, man. Just hanging around, waiting I built up this friendship with him over years and years and years. I was just waiting for him to lie. Then I was going to say, hey, you suck, dude. You were bad to my friend. You suck, and I've caught you out, even though we're married and we have been for 20 years. Just don't. Why lie like that, man? Just, ugh.
Who cares? Like, just hang up.
Jessie, I wanted to fight for you.
Do you have any concept of what Jessie has been through? If you have, why would you be trying to defend her, bringing up all these horrible feelings? Look, she's crying her bloody eyes out in this video. This is not acting. This is a true reaction because she's having to remember all these things again and again, and it's brought up more and more in the media. This is a horrendous thing to do. You can't lie like this and try and make it seem like you're being a good person when you're not.
You're making it sound like I'm friends with him.
No, I'm not. I'm.
Yeah, this is another thing people seem to do. She's just barraging her with pretty much completely irrelevant things to what she's been talking about. She hasn't said that you can't have friends. She hasn't said that you're trying to be friends with him. The point is, all she's saying is that you are spending a lot of time with this disgusting creep, and you're saying that you're doing this under the pretense of fighting for her when you're not. Which means the only reason you're spending time with him is to sort of build up a friendship. So that is what you're trying to do. Why else would you be spending time with this horrible scumbag?
Literally in my notes on Twitter that I said he asked me if he could tell me the story, and I wanted to catch him in a lie, Jessie. Like, I was ready to tell him off and be like, that's not true. And then when he told me the same story, I said, yeah, so you're telling me the same story, which is she was asleep, and you that's what I said.
Can you not? What are you doing? Just stop bringing this up. Stop constantly dragging up these horrible emotions. Do you have any context? You can't write a book on, mental health problems and then do something like this. You bloody hypocrite. My God.
And then he said, okay, well, now you at least know it from my side. I said, okay, I'm never going to publicly bash you or defend you. I'm never going to publicly bash Jessie.
What?
What? Who are you?
What?
What? What the hell is this place?
What?
What?
You don't need to say any of this, and I don't think you said that in any way, shape, or form, because you blatantly didn't. These clearly weren't you trying to defend her and you trying to fight for her or whatever. You were just spending time with him. It's that simple.
So you're telling me you're gonna go on live stream, you're gonna tell all your followers everything about all our past. I don't see an end game in that for you. And that's why I was saying just to sue me.
Jessie, that's stress for me too.
I know that.
Keep going and sitting with these litigators, thinking about the idea of people saying how terrible I am for suing somebody with a child. What I want is for people to hear my side. I have no desire.
And this is how drama can spiral completely out of control. There may be issues with both of them on both sides, but really, why can't you just move on, for God's sake? Just get over it and just move on and stop talking about it. Both of them... Gabbie is the real... I don't know, I don't think she's really thinking about any of this clearly. I don't know what her actual mental state is at the minute. I know she's going off the rails a little bit, but you can't drag your followers through this, and going to court and talking with litigators and stuff is also a bad idea and a problem. Just stop talking about each other online in such a horrible, horrible way. This is the thing. Gabbie, all she needs to do is take a step back from social media and just let things settle and just move on. And both of them need to do this. And I know it's hard, but like, there's no, as Jessie Smiles says, there's no real end game with this. It will just keep going and spiraling further and further out of control. The fact is, things like this will never really get settled because both of them have been problematic with this. But the real thing I want to say is, Gabbie Hanna, you're just a massive narcissist. I'm not going to lie. You're putting Jessie through so much crap when really you're the problem here. You always have been. You can't just lie to everyone so blatantly and make it seem like you haven't done anything, because you have. And it's just... stop it. Just stop. Take a break from social media. This is exactly what happened with Anision, and it just spiraled and spiraled and spiraled, and he kept trying to put his point across when his point was that he's a massive narcissist and he's so arrogant that he can never possibly take criticism, which is exactly the same for you, Gabbie. You're turning criticism into you being a victim, which is... I don't need to say anything about that. It's insane. But that's the thing. Your ego is so large that you can't see what you've done as being wrong when it is. And that's the problem with people like this. You will just lie through your teeth and make it seem like none of this is your fault when it absolutely is. Just take this criticism and, you know, maybe evolve, change, become a better person. I know, it's a crazy idea, but you could manage it. Anyway, first video back. There's a lot more to talk about when it comes to Gabbie Hanna. If you'd be interested in hearing more of this story, then I can abide by that. But anyway, I hope to continue moving back into YouTube and doing more and more videos and live streams and all that jazz. So, thank you so much for watching today. If you've enjoyed, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.